Baby girl, you the one I adore. Your love bring me serenity. Every night I pray before I sleep, because I found you. Love you. No cap, I do this for real. Can't tell you the ways you made me feel. I wanna love you for life, my future, my wife. You leaving, I'ma miss you. My loving ain't an issue. You rockin' with a Mitchell.
What's up, Mish Mafia? It's your girl Cece, and today I am back with another video. And as you guys can tell, it is just me. There's no she, there's no kids, and I haven't done one of these in a while, so I'm excited for this. But honestly guys, what I'm about to talk about is so real. I think this is something that's really important, and I really want to talk about it because I just feel like this needs to be talked about, you know what I mean, especially for women. But yeah guys, so before we get into this video, because this is gonna be a good one, before we get into this video, do not forget to subscribe, don't forget to hit that like button, and also do not forget to turn on your post notifications so you could get every single video. I don't want to ramble too much, so without further ado, let's get right into this video. I have to do that, right? So as you guys can tell by the title, I'm just gonna be sharing 6 things I wish I knew before I got married. And I'm not saying if I knew these things I would have never got married, but what I am saying is that I wish I knew. And not really to prepare, because you can't really prepare for things, honestly, and I learned that throughout my years, but at least know what I'm getting myself into. You learn as you go, and you learn on your own, you know, especially when you don't really have marriage guidance. You don't really have people in your family or in your circle that are really married, or if they are, they're separated. It's just never been guidance. We just wanted to do things the right way and not really understanding everything that came with marriage. You know, it's hard. Like, marriage is so hard. It's so hard, but it's definitely worth it. What I'm about to talk about is real, you know, and there's so many other things I wish I knew, but these right here are really important. These are the ones that really stood out to me, even though there's so many more things, but these stood out to me. And I want to say that, damn, I just lost my train of thought. Oh, I also want to say that a lot of the stuff that I'm going to talk about, not everybody's ready for that conversation. And that's cool, because this is what I'm sharing with you guys. This is things that I wish I knew. You know, everybody's different. For me, this is what I wish I knew. You know, you might say, oh, I already knew that. And that's cool. But for me, I wish I did. So, let's get into it, guys. I wish I would have known that I would get so caught up in trying to be the best wife that I could be, that, sorry guys, they over there watching a movie, so much noise. I wish I would have known I would get so caught up in trying to be the best wife that I could be that I forget about myself from the day that I married Sheik. Because Sheik and I was together a long time before we actually got married, but I knew that when we got married, I just wanted to be better. I really wanted to be the best wife, and I did that, you know, and I still do that. But I learned. I can definitely say I've always pushed to be a better wife every single day, you know, so much that I literally forgot about me. Here I am, like, I want to be the best wife, I want to be the best mother, and not for nothing, you really lose yourself when you're so focused and determined to be the best. And although I know that I'm not perfect and I'll never be, it's just, that was what I was trying to go for, if that makes any sense. I just wish I would have known how deep I would go, you know what I'm saying, and not realizing until I'm so deep, like, damn, like, what about me? And not to be selfish, and there's nothing wrong with working on being the best wife, but you have to keep that same energy for yourself. You know what I'm saying? We literally forget about ourselves. We forget about our goals. We forget about the things that we want to do because we're so focused on giving our kids everything and giving our husbands everything and investing in them. You just get so caught up. It took me so long to really stop and fall back and be like, wow, I really forgot about me. But I'm so glad that I'm at a place now that I matter too. The second thing, I wish I would have known that putting my pride to the side doesn't make me weak. It's now in my marriage that I question myself, like, damn girl, where's your pride at? Pride is not an issue to me anymore, and that makes me so happy, because before it was like, I don't want to talk, I don't want to call him. I'm not calling him. I'm not doing this. There's been so many times that I'm going to keep it real, guys. Teek and I had a lot of up and downs, guys. We had a lot of ups and downs. And I'm talking about some really, really dark days where we would argue and I would tell him to leave. Like, go. But did I feel that here? No, I didn't. So he would leave and here I am, all hurt, butthurt, so sad that he really left. You know what I'm saying? But my pride wouldn't allow me to call him, to chase him. And that's just an example. I used to feel like if I didn't have pride or if I didn't act the way I acted, it made me look weak. I didn't want him to feel like he could walk all over me, so I did this or and I did that. If you guys understand what I'm saying, pride will really destroy everything. And it's crazy because when you really think about it, it's really men that really have a lot of pride, but us women do too. And when we do it, it hurts us more. Here's the third one. I wish I would have known how important it is to understand your spouse's love language. I wish I would have known that before instead of really trying to figure him out, you know. And even though you learn your spouse, you know, throughout the years, but if I would have knowing that, it's like, okay, let's just say he likes to receive gifts. Okay, here and there I'll pop up with a gift, a surprise for him, and I know that's gonna make his day, that's gonna make him smile, and he's gonna know that I was thinking about him. You know what I mean? So instead of trying to figure out, like, what does this man want? What does this woman want? Like, I don't understand. I don't get you. But now if you understood their love language, now it's different. I wish I would have known how important it was, you know, to understand that, because that also could have avoided a lot too. I wouldn't have been so stressed on really trying to figure this man out. This is really good. I'm going to actually read out how I wrote it and then I'm going to talk about it. I wrote, I wish I would have known, this is the fourth one, I want to say 1, 2, yeah. I wish I would have known marriage is not for the impatience. I'm going to say that again. I wish I would have known marriage is not for the impatience. We know that some of the best things take time to develop and you have to stick around to find that out. I wish I would have known this, honestly, guys, because boy, am I impatient. I am so impatient, and it's like when I want things done, I want it done, and that's it. You want something to happen in your marriage and it's not happening, and you're like, why isn't it happening? Or when we was in a relationship, you was waiting for something and now you got married and you're like, you're still not doing it. Like, I don't understand. One thing Sheik and I always struggled with is him being romantic. Things really do take time. It really does take time, and it's not your timing. It's really not. You know, you don't want to force somebody to do something that, first of all, that they don't want to do or they don't know how to do. You know, Sheik never really seen that. Not growing up, nothing. He's never seen a man be romantic. We grow up seeing so many things and not good things, you know what I'm saying? And that's what we carry. So we don't carry the good things, we carry the bad things, and we take that into our relationships, not really realizing that. I wish I would have known you have to be patient. And if you stick around long enough and you fall back and you really see it, it's like, wow, the things really do take time. You just gotta stick around for it. And also, for those of you that know me know that I'm a heavy believer in Christ. I pray a lot. And I ask God, like, I could be praying and I'm like, God, you know, this, that. And then I'm like looking around, expecting for it to happen. And I become very impatient. And I'm like, all right, God, like, I've been asking you for this. Or, you know, we've been talking about this. And I don't understand, like, why me, why this, and why that. It's not my timing. It's God's timing. More than ever, I am so okay with that. As long as I'm talking to God, I know He's hearing me. I know He's hearing my prayers. And I'm like, you know what, God, whenever you want. Whenever you want, because you know all things. So I'm good. So whenever you're ready, holla at your girl. You just have to be patient, because for sure, I have learned that good things really do take time. And I'm learning that this very day, right now. Like, I'm learning that. It's so important. It's so important. Marriage is definitely not for the impatient. You need patience. Alright, so the next one. I wish I would have known that it's okay to be quiet. That it's okay to let things be. That you have to choose your battles. You really do. And one thing with me, guys, honestly, my mouth could be crazy. My mouth done got me into a lot of trouble. I wish I would have known that if I would have just shut up, I would have avoided so much. And I'm still learning that. I'm learning to just say nothing. Literally nothing. Because not everything needs a comeback. You could just avoid so much. I wish I would have known. I could have avoided a lot of situations if I would have just shut my mouth. But I know now, so that's cool, right? We all grow. We grow. And that's what life is about. You know, you don't stay on standstill. You grow and you grow and you grow and you grow. You know, so but that's the best part. This is the last one, but this one right here, a lot of people are not ready for this conversation. And that's cool. But this one right here, so I'm gonna read it. I wish I would have known that men have many struggles and battle with so many things more than women do. I'm not saying that women don't have struggles and that they don't battle with anything, but men battle with so much. Let me give you guys a few examples. Cheating, lies, wandering eyes. We could keep going, and not to say that women don't. I think men battle with it more. Men lack so many things, especially, this is very important, especially if they come from a family, and let's just say who they surround themselves with, that are cheaters and liars and this and that and the third. Men battle with so much more than we think that they do. Us women, we're so emotional. We're this and we that and we this and that, not really realizing that men are the same way. They're just more closed about it. You know what I mean? They're not gonna sit there and talk to you and tell you like, look, I have a sex addiction and I can't help myself. You know what I mean? Like, they're not gonna tell their friend that. See, us as women, we like to talk. So, you know, you tell your best friend, like, girl, I have a sex addiction and I can't help myself. And if that friend is a good friend, guess what? She's going to be like, you know what, you need help. Men feel ashamed to say things like that. You know what I mean? Men feel they can't talk to people. So they hold all that in. You know what I mean? And it just gets worse and worse and worse. How could a man know how to be a man if he never seen that growing up? How could a man not be a cheater if he's seen that growing up? Is that generational curse. The curse is real. Listen, that's a real thing, and that's a conversation people ain't ready for. And if we don't break the curse, it's never gonna change. It's always gonna be that way. And guess what? It's gonna pass down from generation to generation to generation to generation. And that's just what it is. I wish I would have known that. She struggles with a lot. If I would have known what I know now, I would have been on it. And in a way that I can help him. Now we're praying about it. We're praying about it. We're talking to God about it. You know, we're not sitting here telling everybody our business, but we're talking to God about it. And that right there in itself is everything. We fight together because it's not me and him against each other. It's me and him against whatever the issue is, because that's what it is now. You know, before it was me against him, and I didn't care. It is what it is. It was what it was. But now that I know what I know, it's us against the issue, and we take it to God. And that's how we fight our battles. Another one that just popped in my head. Yo, and this one is powerful too. I wish I would have known that the devil fights harder when you're married. The devil don't like marriage. The devil don't want to see a family. The devil comes to steal, kill, and destroy. He wants to destroy you. He wants to destroy your husband, your marriage, your kids, your family. Marriage isn't for the weak. Like, it's really, really hard work, and you gotta stand firm. Over here, we serve the Lord in this house. We talk to God. It's really not easy. It's not for the weak. Like, the devil really, really works hard. The devil is like waiting for you to open a door. You know what I'm saying? And once you open that door a little bit, guess what? He gonna get in where he fit in. And that's that, y'all. I know there's so much more. I wish I would have known all these things. I mean, I'm so grateful and thankful to God that I know it now. You can't prepare for this. But I wish I would have known, so I could just be like, alright. So whenever it comes, it's lit. Because you really can't prepare for things like that. You really don't know. You have to go through it to understand. I just wish I knew these things, but like I said, it's all good because I do know it now. I'm so much more wiser, so much more stronger, and so much more just ready for any kind of war when it comes to my family. When it comes to my marriage, I'm ready for any kind of war. But yeah guys, so that's the end of this video. My ladies that are watching this, and men too, what is something that you wish you knew before you got married? Marriage really ain't for the weak. It's hard out here. It's hard out here. But yeah guys, I love you guys so much. I really do. Thank you so much for being on this journey with us. Before you go, don't forget to subscribe, hit that like button, and don't forget to turn on your post notifications so you can get every single video. Also guys, remember when you're leaving a comment, do not forget to hashtag PNG and hashtag the Mitchell so you can get a chance to be featured in our next video. See you in the next video.
Baby girl, you're the one I adore. Your love bring me serenity. Every night I pray before I sleep, because I found you. Love you. No cloud, I do this for real. Can't tell you the ways you made me feel. I wanna love you for life. My future, my wife, gave me every reason for me to believe that. Oh, swear I'll never let you down. Now or never. Ever since I had you in my life, oh, it's been better. I don't need another love, 'cause you're my girlfriend.